Hello, 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 hello. Lovely views, and I can hear, I don't know if it's an egret or a heron somewhere in the distance, crows, ravens, corvid, but not much else. So, without further ado, then, I'm not one for surprises. This is the property I'm looking to buy. We're in Buais, Monts. It's been shown inside and out, and I'm here on my own today. I'm here without the agent. I've just come for a nose and a look at some of the work that I know needs doing. But hopefully, at some point, that's my front door. There is a delay. The agent arranged for the sous compromis, which is sort of the first step to happen. I think today. I think today's the 16th of December. And unfortunately, the vendor can't make it, nor wishes to complete that stage online. So he has decided that we are going to put it off until the new year when it suits him, which I'm not very happy about. It's an avoidable waste or delay of probably 3 or 4 weeks. But hey ho, the whole process has been, littered with slips, delays. So and to be honest, I'm sure it won't be the last until the vendor signs the sous compromis. When the sous compromis is signed, I have 10 days to change my mind. But once the vendor has signed it, that's it. They're committed. It's irrevocable. And I'll be honest, until the vendor has signed it, I'm really not even counting this property as my own. I don't even know what I'm doing here today, but I am. So I thought I'd take a walk and just see outside what needs doing. The new car, by the way, I did take the journey to the UK and donate the old one to my son. He's now driving around Sussex in it. So the first thing, if you can see that edge of the roof, it's rough. So the roof will need attention. There is an issue here with the guttering. So I think I'm going to put new guttering along it. And we had already established that the guttering, the drainage was going to require further attention. These trees, I'm afraid, a little bit old, a little bit tired, and a little bit close to the house. So unless these two are providing fruit, their days really are numbered. So this is a 3-bedroom property And what I would like to do is go up into the roof. So that room there at the end, I believe, is at the moment in my mind is going to be sacrificed for stairs into the loft and then a bedroom to appear. And I can't remember whether I mentioned it when I said about putting a bedroom in the loft. The entire loft is going to require insulation. In fact, throughout the property is going to require better insulation. I know that. To the front of the property, it's not so bad to this side, but again, that's going to require a glow up. We have a septic tank that will need to be installed, and then the property has this attachment at the end. One of the things this property isn't short of is space, so this is going. Again, that's on one of my first jobs to do. So this is 1/2 hectare, and lots of people have said, why do I want so much land? So the purpose of the land is several-fold. Some of it is for privacy. Some of it is for food production. And some of it is for rewilding. I always said I wanted to plant trees, dig a pond, wildflower meadow, beekeeping. Not all of those things will be possible on a plot of 1/2 hectare. I know that. The property has 2 outbuildings. That's one of them. That's an old bread oven. And that, would you believe, is also an outbuilding. I'd love one of those to become a hen house. You can see, obviously, the whole plot is going to require bringing back before we move forward. I did say what I would like was fruit trees around the boundary. Yeah, maybe dwarf fruit trees. We shall see. I can't remember whether this property has any fruit trees on it. And look, yeah. So I don't know whether that will end up staying or going. But it's going to be a fun project at some point. You can also see that Mother Nature is starting to reclaim the building. I think I called it Bleak House on the first video. So that foliage needs to go. This is the garage here. I haven't been able to see inside that. But I'm kind of envisaging I'd kind of like this area to be for my chooks, which I think would be nice. Yeah, you can see there the back of the lean-to. It's got to go. It's just a random piece of wood attached to the wall there. That's going. I would like all the old windows opened up again. I haven't been upstairs in this part of the building. I wonder what that is actually like. And of course, if this is going to be for poultry, then it's going to need to be fenced. I guess from the corner of the house here, come out, go down, back in. There is barbed wire there, but we're going to need something more substantial than that. Back to the corner of the house. And I'm just looking at how much foliage is on this back side of the building. This is the west we're looking at here. Well, we will see. And in my mind, if I do exhaust all the land, there is this patch next to me, the other side of the fence. So that would be the logical expansion. But obviously, at the moment, it belongs to this house. Absolutely lovely views. I don't know just how far that horizon is away. Just above the road there, you can see on the horizon, there's a steeple. And I think I know which village that is. I think that might be Fougerolles, but I'm not sure. And so the thinking is, don't go crazy. There's plenty of work here for one person. If I can utilize all of this land to an extent where I'm out of space, then I think I'll worry. A deer has just jumped out of that bush 5 meters away. I didn't even know it was there. What a shame I couldn't capture that. Deer on the property. Who wants that? I mean, actually, it's a two-edged sword. I'm really, really pleased. I can't believe... You wouldn't believe how close that deer actually was. And I had no idea it was actually there. What I can't have is it eating my vegetables. So again, you know, veg garden needs to be enclosed. Because otherwise I'm just giving out free lunches. The point I was trying to make was, if I can utilize the entirety of this plot, then I think I should start worrying about obtaining more land. But at the moment, look, I've said myself, loads of enthusiasm, really very little ability. So let's, if you see me in 12 months time and I'm eating grass, then that will be an indicator of how well this project's going. Hopefully we can do better than that. Okay, so I've just heard from my estate agent. There is a meeting booked with a notaire and the vendor for the 12th of January. So if that all goes according to plan, then we are good. If not, it's going to hit the fan. But fingers crossed, stay positive. I think I'm going to call it there for this week. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe. Love your comments. And if you'd like to support the channel, please feel free to buy me a coffee. Thanks to everyone who has done so far. Thanks for watching. Have a great week. See you next time.